So Kirsty, what do I do when my 3D reality is showing me something that I don't prefer? So this video is kind of like sponsored by my sister because we were actually having a conversation today where she asked me this exact question. How cute is this mug, by the way? We are going with the coconut latte. One sec. My sister was basically asking me, I have chosen this person, this identity that I now am. So what do I do specifically when other people, there's just you, but other people come up to you and they ask you a question? Like she was saying, I have decided that, I'm a full-time artist and I don't work this job that I'm currently working anymore. Like that is my identity. So what do I do when someone comes up to me in my reality and asks me like, oh, how's your job, how's work going? She's like, am I supposed to just like flip them off and walk away? Like, no, like that is an aspect of you. Like you don't have to go around basically just like putting two fingers up at anyone who like disrupts your vision, because who are you letting disrupt it at the end of the day? There's no one outside of you. So there's an acknowledgement of, oh yes, I see, like this was an identity that I was holding that is being reflected back to me of like I was or have been. There's another timeline of me where I work this job and then people are going to ask me how it is, because that has been a truth for me. So to the degree that you accept your new reality is how you're going to be perceived by the other people in your reality, right? So there is no reason for you to assume that your 3D reality is your truth just because somebody's asking you about it. And she was basically asking me like, if I interact with it, does this make it my truth? Am I then saying I don't have it, essentially? Am I then saying that I'm not that person because I'm choosing to acknowledge or interact with it? Which is such a valid question. And the answer to that is, with everything, it is what you say it is. So if you want to, just because you say to someone, oh yeah, my job's fine, like my job's going really well, you don't have to then say to them, actually, I don't work my job anymore, I'm actually a full-time artist. Like you literally can if you want to, but it's not that your words in and of themselves create. So the power behind your words does. So there is literally no problem with you going about and being like, yeah, no, it's good, thanks. And then being like, but I'm also obviously focusing on my artwork, etc., etc. That's just you acknowledging like, oh yeah, that's showing up for me because that is the truth of who I once was. That is still in my awareness as an option, but it's not something that I choose as my truth, you see? So just because you are acknowledging its existence does not mean that you are fueling it or giving it any power. It's just there. It's almost like if you were having a conversation with that person, it's like empty words. It's not alive. It's not powered by you. It's just something that's going through the motions where you're like, okay, yeah, we're playing this scenario that is old. Anyway, that's not who I am anymore. So it's not that you have to go about being rude to people, but actually that's not aligning with who I am now, because they're just gonna be like, what? The fundamental here is that you are the power. You're the one that says, if I say this, it means I don't have it. If I interact with this person and acknowledge a situation that I don't prefer, that means I don't have it. You're the only one putting that condition in place. So I could literally go about till the end of time having conversations with people about timelines I don't prefer, or if they're acknowledging something that is something that I have transcended in that sense, I could literally speak about that all day and it doesn't mean anything, because I know that I know the truth and I am the truth and I know what my truth is. So you can literally speak to people till you're blue in the face, but as long as you know that that's not your truth, it's not gonna further manifest. And it's the exact same with thoughts as well. Just because you're going about your day thinking unpreferable things doesn't mean that they're instantly going to manifest. I could literally go about my whole day and think a million thoughts about things that aren't preferable to me, but knowing that I'm the one and only creator, if I've not put any power into it and said, okay, that unpreferable thing is my truth, or that's what's happened, or that is now what it is, then it's not manifest, because I haven't accepted that as my truth. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that you you completely disregard your 3D reality. You acknowledge it because it's just you at the end of the day. It's just a reflection. So you're not going to like disregard yourself. It is literally just a mirror reflection of everything that has been held in your consciousness. So you're just like, okay, yeah, like I see that, that's fine, but that's not my truth now. Like that's just old news. And you can interact with it as much as you want and just be like, yeah, we're playing this part, like that's cool, but that's not actually who I am. That's like that's like the same as like being a performer. If I went on stage and did a contract for 9 months playing a character, it doesn't mean that I automatically, when I finish, think that I'm that character. Like, I know that's not the truth of the situation. I'm just choosing to sort of like play around in it, and it's my choice whether I take that on as my truth or not. The truth is, I know that I'm playing a character. That is the truth in the situation. So you can literally chat your head off to people who are in your reality perceiving an unpreferable version of you. You can chat about it till the end of time. If you say that your words about it manifest, then they do. But if you're the one that knows that you are the creator of that situation and that your truth is not that, and you're just acknowledging the fact that that's just something that's playing out, you're like, okay, I'm just so unbothered by it. Like, I'll chat to you all day about it if you want, but it doesn't make it my truth. Just because something is appearing in your 3D reality does not mean that you're doing anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you are off track. It doesn't mean that your manifestation's not here. It is a done deal. The second that you accept it as the truth, it's done. So nothing can stop it, nothing can block it, unless you say so.